Ever wondered where you absolutely can't go, no matter how much you want to? Like, if I gave you $1,000,000, you still couldn't get in. These aren't just your average no trespassing zones. We're talking about places so secret, so dangerous, or so sacred, that entire governments have made them completely off-limits to everyone. From islands with uncontacted tribes to top-secret military bases that fuel wild conspiracy theories, the world is full of incredible locations that are locked away from the public eye. And trust me, the reasons are insane. Think about it. Vaults designed to survive the apocalypse, archives holding centuries of secrets, and even entire towns that officially don't exist. It sounds like something straight out of a movie, but these places are 100% real. The mystery surrounding them is what makes them so fascinating. What are they hiding? What would happen if someone actually managed to get inside? The curiosity is almost unbearable, right? Well, you're in the right place because we're about to pull back the curtain on these enigmatic locations. Today we're counting down 10 places you're not allowed to visit, and the wild reasons why. We're going on a virtual tour of the most exclusive, dangerous, and mysterious spots on Earth. I've spent weeks researching this, and some of the things I found are absolutely mind-blowing. So buckle up because we're about to explore the forbidden. This is going to be one of our craziest videos yet, so you definitely don't want to miss a single second of it. Let's get started. Kicking off our list is a place that feels like it's from another time entirely. North Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal. This place is home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes on the planet. Imagine a community that has had virtually no interaction with the modern world for thousands of years. They live just as their ancestors did, completely isolated from our technology, our diseases, and our society. It's an anthropological goldmine, a living window into a prehistoric way of life. The Indian government has made it completely illegal to go anywhere near this island, and for a very good reason, protection. Not just for us, but for them. The Sentinelese are incredibly vulnerable to modern diseases. Something as simple as the common cold could be catastrophic for them, potentially wiping out their entire population because they have zero immunity. The law isn't just a suggestion, it's a heavily enforced exclusion zone extending several miles around the island to ensure their survival and preserve their unique culture from outside interference. And the Sentinelese themselves are not exactly rolling out the welcome mat. They are known to be extremely hostile to any outsiders. Anyone who has tried to approach the island, whether they're fishermen, researchers, or just curious adventurers, has been met with a volley of arrows. In 2006, 2 fishermen whose boat drifted ashore were killed by the tribe. And more recently, in 2018, an American missionary who illegally visited the island was also killed. It's a clear and tragic message. They want to be left alone. So this isn't a challenge or a dare, it's a matter of life and death. Visiting North Sentinel Island isn't just illegal, it's incredibly dangerous and ethically wrong. It represents a fascinating but firm boundary between our modern world and a culture that has resisted contact for millennia. It's a powerful reminder that some places on Earth are meant to remain untouched, a living mystery that we can only observe from a very, very safe distance. Respecting that boundary is crucial. You knew this one was coming. At number 9 we have the legendary Area 51. Located in the desolate Nevada desert, this place is arguably the most famous top-secret military base in the world. Officially, its purpose is the testing of experimental aircraft and weapons systems. The government barely even acknowledged its existence until 2013, which only added fuel to the fire of speculation that has been burning for decades. The secrecy here is on another level. The entire facility is surrounded by miles of empty desert, guarded by motion sensors, cameras, and patrols in white trucks that locals call camo dudes. The airspace above it is the most restricted in the United States. If you even think about flying over it, you'll have fighter jets on your tail in seconds. The signs on the perimeter fence don't just say no trespassing. They warn that the use of deadly force is authorized. They are not messing around. This level of security is what makes people ask, what are they hiding that's so important? This is where the conspiracy theories go into overdrive. For decades, people have linked Area 51 to extraterrestrial life. The most famous story is that the wreckage from the 1947 Roswell UFO incident was brought here for reverse engineering. People claim the government is hiding alien spacecraft and even alien bodies within its hidden hangars. Eyewitnesses have reported seeing strange, unidentified flying objects performing impossible maneuvers in the night sky above the base, far beyond the capabilities of any known aircraft. While the official story points to advanced spy planes like the U-2 and the SR-71 Blackbird, the mystery continues to captivate the public. The Storm Area 51 event in 2019 showed just how obsessed people are with uncovering its secrets, even if it started as a joke. Area 51 remains a black hole of information, a place where government secrecy and UFO folklore collide. You can get close, but you can never get in, leaving us all to wonder what really goes on behind those guarded gates. Imagine a place designed to survive the end of the world. That's exactly what our number 8 spot is, the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Carved deep into a mountainside on a remote Norwegian island, halfway between mainland Norway and the North Pole, this place is like the ultimate insurance policy for humanity's food supply. Its nickname, the Doomsday Vault, is no joke. It's built to withstand everything from nuclear war to catastrophic climate change and asteroid impacts. Inside this incredibly secure facility are millions of seeds from all over the world. We're talking about over 1 million different crop varieties, stored in a frozen, subterranean chamber. It's a backup for all the other seed banks globally. If a disaster, whether it's regional or worldwide, wipes out a certain crop, the seeds stored here could be used to bring it back. It's a global effort to safeguard agricultural biodiversity for future generations, ensuring that we can always regrow the food we need to survive. Access to the vault is extremely restricted. You can't just book a tour and walk in. Only a handful of designated researchers and scientists from depositing countries are allowed inside, and only on specific deposit days. The vault itself is protected by multiple layers of security, including blast-proof doors, airlocks, and motion sensors. The remote location and the permafrost provide natural refrigeration, keeping the seeds frozen even if the power fails, making it one of the safest places on Earth for its precious cargo. The vault has already proven its worth. In 2015, researchers made the first ever withdrawal to replace seeds that were lost from a gene bank in Aleppo, Syria, due to the civil war. It's a real-world example of the vault fulfilling its critical mission. So while we can't go inside, we can all be grateful that this incredible fortress of life exists, standing guard over the future of our food deep within an Arctic mountain. It's a place of hope, locked away for the day we might need it most. Next up, we're heading to Vatican City for a place shrouded in mystery and conspiracy, the Vatican Secret Archives. This isn't your local library. We're talking about 53 miles of shelving containing some of the most important and secret documents in human history spanning over 12 centuries. The official name is now the Vatican Apostolic Archive, but the secret part has stuck for a reason. These archives hold state papers, correspondence, papal account books, and countless other documents the Catholic Church has accumulated over the ages. For centuries, the archives were completely closed to outsiders. The sheer secrecy fueled wild speculation about what might be hidden within. Theories range from proof of alien contact and suppressed gospels, to documents about the historical Jesus that could shake the foundations of Christianity. People have imagined everything from ancient artifacts with mystical powers to detailed records of conspiracies that have shaped world history. The mystery is what makes it so tantalizing. While access is no longer completely forbidden, it's still incredibly difficult to get in. You can't just show up and browse. Only highly qualified scholars who go through a rigorous application process are granted entry. And even then, they have to know exactly what they're looking for. They can only request up to 3 documents per day from a vast and complex catalog. There's no wandering through the shelves, it's a highly controlled and restricted environment. So what's really in there? Historians have accessed incredible documents like the records from the trial of Galileo Galilei and King Henry VIII's request for a marriage annulment. But with millions of documents, many of which are still uncatalogued and off-limits, the secrets remain. The Vatican Secret Archives are a treasure trove of history, but the slow, methodical process of revealing its contents means that for most of us, its deepest secrets will remain locked away, fueling our imagination for years to come. If you have a fear of snakes, you might want to skip this one. Our number 6 spot is Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. Located off the coast of Brazil, this island is so dangerous that the Brazilian government has completely banned anyone from visiting. And when I say dangerous, I mean it. This place is infested with one of the most venomous snakes in the world, the golden lancehead pit viper. This isn't just a few snakes here and there, this is their kingdom. How many snakes are we talking about? Scientists estimate that there's at least 1 snake for every square meter of the island. Some local legends even claim there are as many as 5 snakes per square meter. That is an absolutely terrifying thought. You literally cannot take a step without being dangerously close to a deadly predator. The golden lancehead's venom is incredibly potent. It's 5 times stronger than its mainland relatives and can melt human flesh. A bite can cause kidney failure, internal bleeding, and death within an hour. The snakes became trapped on the island thousands of years ago when rising sea levels cut it off from the mainland. With no ground-level predators, they multiplied rapidly. Their primary food source is migratory birds that rest on the island, so they evolved a fast-acting venom to kill the birds before they could fly away. This unique evolutionary path turned the island into a living laboratory for herpetologists, but a death trap for everyone else. Because of the extreme danger, the only people allowed on the island are a handful of brave scientists and the Brazilian Navy, who make an annual trip to maintain the lighthouse. There's a story that the last lighthouse keeper and his family all died after snakes got into their home through the windows. Whether that's true or just a cautionary tale, it highlights the undeniable fact that Snake Island is one of the deadliest places on Earth and strictly off-limits to the public for their own safety. Venturing into the most secretive country in the world, our number 5 spot is Room 39 in North Korea. This isn't a single room but a clandestine government organization, and it's one of the most secretive entities within the already opaque North Korean regime. Its primary mission is believed to be managing a secret slush fund for the country's leaders, primarily Kim Jong-un. We're talking about billions of dollars obtained through various means, both legal and illegal. Room 39 or Bureau 39 is allegedly involved in a wide range of illicit activities to generate foreign currency. According to defectors and intelligence agencies, these activities include counterfeiting US dollars, creating so-called supernotes, drug trafficking, insurance fraud, and even weapons sales. It's essentially the financial engine that funds the lavish lifestyle of the elite, and more importantly, bankrolls North Korea's nuclear weapons program, all while the general population faces poverty and starvation. The organization is believed to be located inside a ruling Workers' Party building in Pyongyang, the capital city. But its operations are spread across the globe through a network of front companies involved in everything from shipping to restaurants. The secrecy surrounding Room 39 is absolute. Its existence is not officially acknowledged by the North Korean government, and details about its inner workings are incredibly scarce, pieced together from the testimonies of high-level defectors who risked their lives to escape. Because it's a core component of the regime's power structure, access to any information about Room 39, let alone its physical location, is impossible for outsiders. It represents the dark criminal underbelly of the North Korean state. It's a shadowy organization that plays a crucial role in the survival of one of the world's most repressive governments, making it one of the most forbidden and mysterious places on our list. The secrets it holds are key to understanding how North Korea operates. Get ready for a story that will give you chills. At number 4, we have Poveglia Island, located in the Venetian Lagoon in Italy. This small, unassuming island has a history so dark and terrifying that it's been abandoned for decades and is strictly off-limits to the public. Its reputation as one of the most haunted places on Earth is well-earned. This isn't your typical tourist spot. Locals say the island is cursed, and they won't go anywhere near it. Poveglia's dark tale begins during the Roman era when it was used to isolate plague victims, but its most horrific chapter came during the Black Death in the 14th century. Venice shipped tens of thousands of its sick and dying citizens to the island to be quarantined. They were left there to die, and their bodies were burned in massive pits. It's estimated that over 160,000 people died on this tiny island, and locals claim the soil is still composed of 50% human ash. As if that wasn't enough, in the 1920s a mental hospital was built on the island. The legends say that a cruel doctor ran the hospital and performed horrific experiments on his patients, including lobotomies with crude tools like hammers and chisels. The story goes that the doctor was eventually driven mad by the ghosts of the plague victims and his own patients, and he threw himself from the hospital's bell tower. Nurses who witnessed it claimed a ghostly mist emerged from the ground and choked him to death. Today, the island is completely deserted. The hospital lies in ruins overgrown with weeds, a decaying monument to its grim past. The Italian government owns the island and forbids visitors, though ghost hunters and thrill seekers occasionally try to sneak on. Those who say they've heard disembodied screams, seen shadowy figures, and experienced an overwhelming sense of dread. Poveglia is a place soaked in suffering, and whether you believe in ghosts or not, its tragic history makes it a truly forbidden and terrifying place. From the terrifying to the breathtakingly beautiful, our number 3 spot takes us to the Lascaux Caves in southwestern France. This is not just any cave system, it's a priceless treasure chest of prehistoric art. Discovered in 1940 by 4 teenagers and their dog, the walls of these caves are covered in over 600 stunningly detailed paintings of animals like horses, stags, and bulls. These masterpieces are estimated to be over 17,000 years old, offering an incredible glimpse into the minds of our Paleolithic ancestors. For a brief period after World War II, the caves were open to the public and tourists flocked to see the incredible artwork. But this exposure quickly turned into a disaster. The carbon dioxide exhaled by the 1,200 daily visitors, combined with the heat from artificial lighting and changes in air circulation, began to damage the paintings. Fungi and algae started to grow on the walls, threatening to destroy these irreplaceable works of art forever. The vibrant colors that had survived for millennia began to fade. In 1963, in a drastic but necessary move, the French government closed the Lascaux caves to the public for good. The goal was to preserve them for future generations. A team of scientists now meticulously monitors the cave's climate, fighting a constant battle against microbial threats. Access is limited to just a handful of researchers who are allowed inside for only a few minutes at a time, wearing special suits to prevent contamination. It's a fortress of conservation. So, how can you see this wonder? While you can't enter the original cave, you don't have to miss out entirely. The French government built an exact replica called Lascaux 2, and later the more advanced Lascaux 4, just a few hundred meters away. These replicas use advanced 3D laser scanning and painting techniques to recreate the experience with incredible accuracy. It's a perfect solution. We get to witness the magic, and the original fragile masterpiece remains safe and untouched in its silent, dark tomb. At number 2, we have an entire town that is completely off-limits, Medjugorje, located deep in the Ural Mountains of Russia. This is what's known as a closed town. During the Soviet era, Russia had many such towns that didn't appear on any maps and were top secret. While many have since been opened, Medjugorje remains one of the last and most secretive. It was founded in 1979, and to this day it's protected by the Russian military, and no one can enter without special clearance. So what's going on in Medjugorje? The official explanation is that it's a mining site, but nobody really buys that. The town is situated near Mount Yamantau, which is the highest peak in the southern Urals. US satellite imagery from the late 1990s revealed massive excavation projects happening inside the mountain, leading to widespread speculation. The scale of the project suggests it's something far more significant than a simple mine. The leading theory is that this is a massive underground nuclear facility or a command bunker. Think of it as Russia's version of the Cheyenne Mountain Complex in the US, but on a much larger scale. It's believed to be a secure command post designed to allow Russia's leaders to survive and retaliate in the event of a nuclear war. Some reports suggest the complex is large enough to house tens of thousands of people, and is equipped with its own air filtration systems, food supplies and power sources. Russian officials have given vague and contradictory answers about the facility over the years, sometimes calling it a mining site, a food storage area, or a bunker for the leadership. This secrecy only deepens the mystery. Medjugorje is a relic of the Cold War, a place built for a doomsday scenario that we hope never comes. It remains completely sealed off from the outside world, a secret city with a secret purpose hidden deep inside a mountain. And our number 1 most forbidden place you're not allowed to visit is right here in the United States, Bohemian Grove. This is not a military base or a dangerous island, it's a 2,700-acre campground in Monte Rio, California, but it's one of the most exclusive and secretive clubs in the world. Owned by the San Francisco-based Bohemian Club, this is where some of the most powerful men on the planet gather every summer for a 2-week retreat. We're talking about presidents, CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, high-level politicians and media moguls. The membership is all male and by invitation only. The club's motto is, "Weaving spiders come not here," which is meant to mean that business and outside concerns should be left at the gate. However, critics argue that it's impossible for these powerful men to gather without their discussions influencing global policy and business. The 1942 meeting that led to the Manhattan Project is said to have been planned here, giving you an idea of the level of influence at play. What goes on inside is the subject of intense speculation, mainly because of the extreme secrecy and a bizarre opening ceremony. The retreat kicks off with a ceremony called the Cremation of Care, where members, dressed in robes, conduct a ritual in front of a giant 40-foot owl statue, burning a coffin-like effigy meant to symbolize their worldly cares. This ritual, which has been secretly filmed, has led to all sorts of wild conspiracy theories about occult practices and pagan worship. While members insist it's just a theatrical, harmless tradition and a chance to unwind in nature, the combination of powerful men, extreme secrecy, and strange rituals makes Bohemian Grove a focal point for suspicion. It's a place where the world's elite go to be unseen and unheard by the public. You will never get an invitation, and security is incredibly tight, making this exclusive playground for the powerful our #1 forbidden destination. And there you have it, 10 of the most incredible, mysterious, and strictly forbidden places on Earth. From an untouched tribe on a remote island to the secret summer camp of the world's most powerful men, it's insane to think about what goes on behind these closed doors. Each location has its own wild story, whether it's for protection, national security, or just plain secrecy. It really makes you wonder how many other places like this exist that we don't even know about. These places capture our imagination because they represent the unknown. They are puzzles we can't solve, adventures we can't have, and secrets we'll likely never know the full truth about. From the Doomsday Seed Vault protecting our future to the haunted island of Poveglia trapped in its past, these locations are more than just dots on a map. They are symbols of the limits of our access and the power of human curiosity. I honestly can't decide which one is the craziest. We spent a ton of time and effort putting this list together for you guys, and I hope your mind is as blown as mine is. Exploring these forbidden zones, even virtually, is a wild ride. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we have even more insane videos coming your way that you won't want to miss. We're always trying to top ourselves, and the next video is going to be our biggest one yet. Thanks for watching. Which of these places would you risk visiting if you could? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos.